Well, hey, it's Beth. Tom and I wanted to take this opportunity to come to you and bring you some value and help you to learn some good information. So, as always, we try to bring value in any click you make on our website, any email you open, and of course, through things like this. So, today's topic is how to spot signs of moisture in a basement. So, if you're a homeowner, it's important that you catch these signs early so you can get it remediated, and if you don't get it taken care of quick, the cost of repair can be greater. So if you're a home buyer, this is also important for you so that when we're taking you to look for properties, you can spot those signs along with us. So, got my handy dandy list. Let's go. Here are the signs of moisture in a basement. Okay, so if the basement smells damp, that's a good indicator that you could have an issue that needs to be investigated. So if we're wearing a mask when we're looking at properties, you want to make sure you pull that down just a little bit and take a good smell in a basement. That damp, musty smell is definitely something to pay attention to. If we go into a property that has been flipped or just recently painted in the basement, if we notice a lot of air fresheners in the basement. 1, not so big of a deal. 5, big deal. Because that could be hiding a smell that we need to pay attention to. Okay, number 2 is calcium deposits. So calcium deposits are those white stains that you'll see on concrete walls or basement floors that are indicators that water's been sitting there. Okay, so water lines. That sounds kind of obvious, but really it's not. So, if we go into a basement and you notice that there's staining on the sheetrock or staining on the trim, we need to pay attention to that. A great place to really do a good investigation is to go into the furnace room, because when you're in the furnace room, you're able to see the framing for the walls. So the board that is lying against the floor, if it has water stains on it, that shows some history. Also, we're able to see the back side of the sheetrock that hasn't been painted, and there's also a good place to check out for some water staining. Okay, it's great if you're looking for a home, trying to find your future home, and you walk in, the carpet is brand new in the basement. That is great. Buyers love it. They love being able to see new carpet. It's fresh, it's clean. It smells good, looks gorgeous, and you don't have to put the expense into replacing the carpet. However, that doesn't show you the history. So, if we go into a home and there's existing carpet, we're able to see some of what's been going on in the house. So we want to make sure we look in the corners and the carpet against the walls, especially the outer walls, and be able to see if we see any water staining. Another really cool trick is to look where the furniture is or has been in the room. And we're able to look and see if there's any circles or squares of discoloration. So the reason we would see that is because if there's moisture from the concrete that is making its way through, the furniture, the weight of the furniture sitting on the furniture legs will leave discoloration on that carpet. So that's a good thing to really take note of, and not something that you think about every day. Another thing with the carpet is, if possible, you can go pull a little corner of the carpet back and look at the tack strip. If the tack strip is discolored or has rust, then we know moisture has affected that area. Okay, so metal and moisture don't get along, and so we're going to be looking for rust. So we're going to be looking for rust on anything that's metal in the basement. So the furnace, if there's rust on it, we're going to be looking at if there is old metal casement windows where the frame is metal in a basement, we want to look at that and see if we see any rust, or if there's any rust staining down a wall by a window or any other metal surface in the basement. That's a good thing to pay attention to. Another thing that doesn't get along is a damp concrete wall, foundation wall, and paint. So if you are looking at a foundation wall that has been painted and the paint is peeling away, we need to pay attention. Okay, and the final thing is bugs. So bugs really thrive in wet, damp areas. So if we go into a basement and we see a lot of a good population of bugs, then we put that together with the rest of the factors that we see and we recognize if we have something to investigate further. So you're going to see a summary of all the things that we talked about just to help you remember. All right, y'all. We hope you got something really powerful from today that will embolden you and really make you knowledgeable in how to take care of a home and how to look for signs that you need to look for in a home. So, as always, we're grateful for you, and we are also thankful that you are supporting us as your real estate professionals in a referral-based small business. You guys are the best.